As you're working with materials, you may adjust some properties that you want to keep and then use in future projects. Well, that's possible in Lumion. As an example, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move over here to where the sidewalk is at. And I'm just going to select on this sidewalk. And what we'll find is it's this polyconcrete material. Now, if I wanted it to have maybe a slightly different color variation, I could come in here, choose a different color for it, and then make adjustments to it. Maybe I wanted it to have different reflectivity or glossy materials. Whatever changes it is that I decided to make to this material, I could save that as a custom material. Just as an example, right now we can see that it has choose color and it looks like it's kind of black. Well, if I come in here to the colorization, move it over, notice how that sidewalk gets darker and darker and darker because we're adding more and more of that black color to that sidewalk. Now, in my case, I'm just going to change it to be about a 0.2. So it's just a little bit darker than what it was before. Maybe I want it to be a little less glossy. Now, this really wasn't a very glossy material to begin with, but if it had been, the surface would be a little brighter. I'm going to make it just a little bit darker by dropping it down to a 0.2. Sidewalk probably doesn't need to be too reflective, so I'm going to drop that just about all the way down as far as I can. Maybe that's exactly the material that I want to use later on. Now, what I could do is I could do save material to custom materials. Now, if I select on the save material to custom materials, it'll say, what is it that you want to name this material? Well, I'll leave it at this custom polyconcrete, and I'll just call this LUM for Lumion and put a check mark here. Okay, we can now see that it's a custom material, polyconcrete, LUM. Once we've come here, though, we can come up here to go to the material library. And now underneath this custom materials tab, this had been blank before, but now we have that material and it's been saved here into our library. If we wanted to use it again, all we would have to do is click on that and we could then use it. Now, of course, we could always change this sidewalk to be some other material by clicking on one of the other tabs, selecting a material and applying it to it. But you always have this custom material available to you inside of your project should you want to reuse it inside of your project environment. For right now, I'm just going to click on the check mark in order to save my changes so it keeps that material. Now I'm going to select once again on this sidewalk. We can see that it's still this concrete LUM, and that's good. But you'll also notice there's an option here to load material as well as save material. Load material would mean if you had saved your material out to another file, you could then load that material in to this Lumion project. In order to save those materials out, what you can do is you can just come over here to save material, and then it will ask, where do you want to save your material library to? And then from here, you can just type in the name that you want of the file, click on save, and then it'll save that material out. And that'll be an available Lumion material that you can then bring back into a future project. Now, we won't actually do that in this exercise, but all you need to do is give the name of the material, click on save. I'm going to hit cancel. And then, of course, if this was a different Lumion project, you could then click on load material. It asks you for the file. You go find the material that you want to load into the project. You load it in, and then it would then be available to you here on your custom materials palette to be used here inside of your scene.